Hello there, this is Kent Sendling with MrTruck.com. Of course, we review products, trucks, trailers, the whole ball of wax, and we're getting ready to go out to NHEDA and see some more products. But what I'm showing you today, we just installed on this truck so we could move my kids to Kentucky. And this is an XL truck, so it didn't have anything. So we got this from Tuson. It's a DL100 from Direct Link, and it's a very unique system. And we sell these for semis, for RVs, for pickup trucks. We put this on this F-150. And it's proportional, so you can totally adjust it. It's got more controls than any brake controller I've ever seen. It's easy to install. You just plug it in your OBD2, and then the other wire you plug into your outlet on your truck, because we get them specific for each truck, or you can hardwire them in there. And this is the cool, well, they all have cool parts to it. But this one here will work for hydraulic brakes, for electric brakes, and this is the cool thing that I always like. Looks like a CB handle. It's got a little button on there, and it has all these control buttons. Now this is called the control module. The big box this plugs into is called the command module. And what that does, that plugs into OBD so it can actually talk to your truck, knows what your truck's up to. And you have some diagnostics on there. But this one here, you can control how many, what your dial up your brake pressure is, which is called your gain. And also, if you want to change how much brake you get sitting at a stop sign, you can do that. You don't have to sit there and just keep pushing on the brake. So you can dial it in exactly the way you want it, totally proportional. It's the best brake controller I've seen, and this thing here will fit on your dash. Comes with all the hardware, so you can set it there and look at it while you're driving without looking down. And a lot of brake controllers, it's underneath your dash. You got to go look for it. Well, this one you can see it. You can take it in your hand. You can. This is how you control it, just like a CB handle. Radio. But it's really awesome, and it's very effective. Powerful brakes, and what's cool about this too is what it will do when normal brake controllers, when you pull that lever on there, the override, with the thing that manually turns on your brakes, it only gives you what your setting was. If it's a 10 and you had it set for 8, you get 80%. Set it for 6, you get 60%. This one, every time you hit the override for emergencies or whatever you need to give full brake, it is full brake 100%. So let me show you inside the truck what it looks like and go through all the controls. Okay. This is the box. There's the paperwork. All right. Here's the cable. Yeah. Goes onto OBD2 in the back of the programmer. Look at that. So cool. But I think that's just so cool. Direct Link. And the wiring harness, this is for the OBD2, and that plugs into the back. Super cool. So let's see. Oh, we got all kinds of instructions. Yeah. See which part. Oh, look at that. That's not bad. Now this is the brains, and you can put this anywhere underneath, out of the way, and you don't have to plug into it. But that's where that works. And then this is that cool walkie-talkie looking thing, and it's all wrapped in rubber. Let's see. All right, there's some way to hook this to on your dash. It's got the 3M tape. Oh my goodness. More wiring. Okay. Cool. Guess if it doesn't plug in, I've got a wire to make it happen. Zip ties. Instructions. I may read the instructions. This here is like the CB thing. It plugs into everything. Cool. Zip ties. Okay. Now this is really cool. Here is the standard wiring harness. This is in case you don't have a plug-in on your vehicle. This one here, where you just hook up I think there's 4 wires, and then you plug this into the controller. Now this one here is the one they sent with me for Ford. This should plug in to my wiring harness. This part here plugs into the controller, the big black thing, and this plugs in to the truck. Cool. And then this other one, this is where the OBD2 plug, which actually talks to the computer in your truck. And this is the part that plugs into the backside of your programmer. The big box here, this is the command module. The walkie-talkie looking thing is the control module. This is where everything plugs into this thing. Backside, this is your OBD2 plug-in. This is where your connection to the truck plugs into. And on this side, this is where the walkie-talkie plugs into. Yeah, it's pretty easy to see. Backside of the control module is where you can hook up where it sits on your dash in highest line and direct line sight of your vision. And this is cool. So that's plugged in. It's plugged in there. That plugs in there. Too cool. And that's the OBD2 connection. Now this is the control module. This is the what controls everything. It plugs into your walkie-talkie, and I'll show you where that goes. And then it plugs into your OBD port and also into your main truck's controls. That is your OBD2 cord coming out of the control module so that the brake controller can communicate with your truck. And then this other cable coming out of the control module goes down there and plugs in to that connection from the factory. And at that point, it talks to your computer and actually does your lights, does all those four wires go back to your trailer. But it took us a while to find that. It was like a dummy cover on it, so you couldn't tell what it was. We finally found it. And there it is up into the firewall there by your brake pedal. But that kind of completes the whole thing. Those two sets of wires, that is where they go. Okay, still working on this brake controller from Tuson. This is a DL100. And I was talking about how many controls you have on this. Of course, it says OK, it means everything's fine, and connected is the C. But you go and you push some of these buttons. Transmission temperature, brake scale, that's your gain. Low speed brake, you can decide if you want some or just a little. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Pretty cool. And you know, this is plastic, and now we're in the 100-degree weather anymore. Our summers are a lot hotter. So I would suggest that when you're not using it, to just lay it somewhere. Like I have a cubby holder down there where I can put it, and that works out well. Keeps it out of the sun. But anyway, yes indeed, and normally that's where it normally sits on my dash, so I can look straight ahead and see it. I don't have to look down and wonder where in the world it went to and drive off the road. Design. So come get yours. MrTruck.com has them. And like I said, you can use these on semis, you can use them on RVs, you can use them on pickup trucks. But this puts you in control. And I really appreciate what they can do for you.